Hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth. Potentially the finale? We were told last testimony, so we will see. We might be here for a bit. Here's Sheena's rebuttal.
In my eyes, all you've proved is that the rotating fireplace wall was used. You can't really call that proof that the Yatagarasu had used the fireplace, now can you? So then, who was it that used the rotating wall? Show me your answer with real evidence. Remember, we've already finished our very thorough investigation. We found not a single suspicious thing in Mr. Cochin's office. And there you have it, my counter-argument.
Ugh. That's very impressive. She has seen through to the fact that I have yet to gather that one piece of evidence. What is it, Kay? I haven't heard a peep out of you in quite a while now.
If you don't think you can handle it, feel free to leave the rest to us. But
Kay, pull yourself together. You are the true heir to the Yatagarasu name, are you not? If you want to steal the truth, then you must never take your eyes off of it. This chase you're running to catch the truth, you must see it through to the very end.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're right. I will see this through to the end. So, you go get her for me, Mr. Edgeworth.
With pleasure.
Looks like a lack of evidence has left you wide open, doesn't it?
Sheena, so even he knows something's wrong. Please, show me you're someone I can trust.
Don't worry, this will be the deciding match. You'll see.
I'm truly sorry, Agent Lang, but I simply can't allow her to escape me again. Oh, here we go! Very well then, Agent Sheena, shall we begin? I'm not ready for this to be over yet.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Let's get her. Alright. Rotating fireplace was used. That's true. Alright, we gotta press everything just to start. It sounds to me like you're saying my explanation is not good enough. But I was able to go through the revolving door by myself. So that should be proof enough even for you, pal.
It looks like you don't quite understand. By your looks, I guess that you're not all that learned.
Youch, talk about rude. You should watch what you say, pal. Sadly, I can't say I disagree with her on that one.
But you know what I mean, right? You may have proven that the fireplace was used.
That's true. So you want proof that the Yatagarasu was the one who used the fireplace?
That's right. Well, do you have any?
No.
Can you prove it wasn't the Yatagarasu who used the fireplace?
That's not how this works.
I don't need to prove anything to you. Oh, objection!
Okay, if you could please not steal my line. This Phoenix's line.
Sorry, but I just couldn't hold it in anymore.
I've been watching Card Captor Sakura lately. I came in, I left it running, and I swear I came in, an episode was still playing, and there's like a background character. I'm like, oh my god, that's Phoenix! It's like early Phoenix, post student, but right before his first case. That's exactly what it reminded me of. Well, don't fret and leave her to me. All you have to do is sit back and watch.
You may seem to have some wiggle room, but without any evidence, it's meaningless.
It's true. Then who was it? Show me with real evidence. I'm gonna press. Just gotta press everything. I don't know that we have anything. It's possible that the Yatagarasu left fingerprints inside the fireplace.
Sorry, but I had the forensics team check that already. All they found were prints belonging to Ambassador Polano and Mr. Cochin.
Curses! I should have known better than to think the Yatagarasu would have been so careless. But there must be some sort of evidence that we still have yet to find.
I take it you have no further objections.
We've already finished our very thorough. I'm gonna press it. I don't have high hopes for this one either. So Interpol has finished examining the entire Babalese embassy.
Yes, the investigators who weren't allowed into Alabas were incredibly helpful. They all put in great efforts to search for any sign of the Yatagarasu. And yet, despite all that effort, it appears that they failed to notice the lack of ash in the office fireplace. Furthermore, you were the one who inspected the room next to Mr. Cochin's, correct? I didn't notice the ash there in the fireplace of that room, and for that I am sorry.
You don't need to apologize, Sheena. As your boss, your mistakes are my mistakes. So allow me to apologize for you. I'm sorry.
You know, maybe this guy's not just a bad guy after all.
He apologizes for a subordinate and everything. What a great boss. What are you getting at? You saying that I don't do anything for my own subordinates? No, nothing of the sort, sir. You're someone I really respect, sir. Even if you are a bit too strict sometimes. That's only a problem on your end.
Wow, way to be super hard on him in response.
I'm really too strict on everyone.
Anyway, Sheena, you didn't find anything in Mr. Cochin's office, right?
That's right, we finished our investigation.
Really, that feels like a lie. Because we know he was oh! Yeah, we know he was doing shady stuff. So you really didn't find anything.
Yes, as I said, not one suspicious thing.
Yeah.
Although, as you already know, we did find the Yatagarasu key in the document detailing the smuggling operation. We still haven't found the blade that belongs to the Babalese knife handle yet.
You see, my subordinates worked hard to investigate everything. So there was nothing else to find, alright?
Wow, Agent Langs really sticks up for his people.
Lang Ji says, all men are brothers, and friends become family. So you see, my people are my family, and their families are my family too.
It's a rather large family you have there.
Yes, but as we all know, there's always one black sheep in any family. And though it pains me, Agent Lang, you will know the black sheep in your family.
So, do you actually have any proof that the Yatagarasu used the fireplace passageway?
No, I haven't found any yet.
Then what are we going to do?
There's no need to worry, because there's a loophole in Miss Interpol agent's argument we can exploit first. The one in charge of the Babalese investigation was not Agent Lang, which means that with Agent Sheena in charge, it's possible she may have tampered with the evidence, that piece of evidence that we found. If there's one thing I do know, it is that someone tried to hide it from us. Okay, hold on, I want to go... We found not a suspicious thing. Alright, welcome... There were lots of suspicious things. We have the embassy guide. Alright, I could see why they wouldn't have found that. We'll come back to that one. Oop, nope, I didn't mean to do that. I'm glad I clicked that by mistake and not present. Alright, that would have been in after. After. Documents at the Babalese embassy. Ooh, that's one. Okay, that I don't think that we can prove. Special wick crystal oil based limited export because of its use in counterfeiting. So that, I mean, they would be allowed to have it. So I guess if they were to go through his office and not find a ton. Oh! Right? They would have found the bills. Oh, they found the... No, wait. No, that's not what they burned. That was... They burned in... They're all burned up in Babel. Well, not all of them. The ones we have some, right? I'm trying to think back to how. Let me see. All right, not that, not that, not that. Left ashes there. Okay. So it's either this Kudopian paper document, doc related to the smuggling of Babyliss ink. It appears to point to Mr. Cochin. Should they not have found these? I wish I could remember where the bills came from. Oh, that's bad. I guess not. I knew it. Because I don't need to talk my way out of it. Yeah, what sort of? I don't like to waste time delving into subjects that don't warrant a need to. It appeared that I was mistaken. I'm having a hard time remembering the circumstances of how we got some of this evidence. Because I'm reading what... that wasn't it. I bet it's the bills. Discovered at the Babyliss embassy secretary. How would they not have found these? Because I swear we found them going through the desk. I bet it's the money. Music stopped. Yep, it was the money. Should have gone with my first instinct. You didn't find anything suspicious at all. I highly doubt that. But I didn't. You can even ask the other men. I don't need to, for I found what you should have a while ago. Excuse me? In Mr. Coach's office, there were signs that someone had burned counterfeit bills there. What in the... Ah! Man, I was doing so well, too. That evidence was something you found out through that girl's machine, right? So what if it was? Ah, that's what I thought. But unfortunately for you, a recreation made by a machine is hardly concrete proof. Among the ashes you found in the room, did you happen to find any counterfeit bills? No. You see, so there was nothing in that office. Nothing you can call evidence, anyway. Speaking of things that you Interpol agents have missed, I did find one more. Your pompous attitude is unnecessary. All I require is the evidence. Very well. I'll show her the hidden piece of evidence that her and her fellow Interpol agents missed. Now is it the documents? What else do we have? Not the ink. No. No, that wouldn't be. Pick found the open air stage, so no, that wasn't there. Kay has been safeguarding it. Okay. No. 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 Spilled Babyliss ink onto back wall while burning files in the fireplace, left ashes there. Okay. Oh! Is it this or the documents? I want it to be the documents, but this is a thing we actually found. I don't know. I've gotten burned on the documents. Do I want to... like, what's worse, if I select the documents twice and it's wrong both times, or if I picked it wrong the first time and now that my instinct is like, the document, how do they not find the documents? Going wire. I'm probably regretting my life. I'd like for you, there we go. I'd like for you to take a look at this length of wire.
What exactly is this supposed to mean?
A length of wire, so what about it?
I'll tell you what, we found this in the Babalese embassy not long ago. This is probably more conclusive. Yeah.
What?
And we found it wound up inside the grandfather clock in Mr. Cochin's office.
You found that at the scene of Mr. Cochin's murder?
So I think you'll agree now that I cannot trust you when you say that Interpol has thoroughly checked every room, and that this throws doubt on the purity of your investigation into the Yatagarasu.
You still suspect me, I see. Alright then, I ask that you point out what part of my investigation is incomplete.
The other Interpol agents worked under the command of Agent Sheena, and is it not possible that the reason the person K was chasing chose the 3rd floor was because that person knew there would be no other agents on that floor? Furthermore, we've come to see that Agent Sheena was only pretending to be investigating the Yatagarasu to the point of arresting K. In that case, there's one location that no one has yet to inspect. Your team's investigation is incomplete because they failed to inspect this location. The elevator? I don't know. I don't know where we've looked. Oh! I was thinking this earlier. Has anyone looked in this room? I don't believe anyone's mentioned anything about it. The location, Agent Sheena, is of course the room you claimed to have examined. I believe the room next to Mr. Cochin's office warrants a thorough inspection.
Even if you do that, I doubt you'll find anything of use to you there.
I will be the one to decide that. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir, I'm on it. I'll be right back after I check out that room next door to the office. Wait, no, I want to do it. Really? We're leaving this up? Alright, that's fine.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Do you really think that Miss Sheena is the Yatagarasu?
Yes, if my logic is sound, I believe she is.
Then I'm not going to let her get away with ruining the name of the Yatagarasu.
Now I'm not so sure. But can you prove that she's the Yatagarasu is the question. If Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping he will, then I should be able to.
Just what are you hoping he'll find?
Let's just say this. I had Detective Gumshoe do a little experiment for me earlier.
Experiment as if the detective has brains for high science.
It wasn't that mentally taxing. I had him use the same escape route as the Yatagarasu.
And what did you find out by doing that?
First, that it's possible for a person to fit through the revolving wall door. Second, that by going through there, his coat was covered in ash and Babalese ink.
Who cares what his coat was covered in? It's not worth that much anyway.
But is it really worth so little? I believe that it's actually quite a meaningful result with the value of which I'm about to prove. Here we go. Mr. Edgeworth, I found some things you really need to see, sir. Perfect. Oh, so what are these things that you found? Some makeup, a coat, and a pair of shoes, sir. Oh, a coat! There we go.
You found a coat?
Yeah, that's the thing.
You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? Maybe it's the one that person I was chasing was wearing.
Yes, the possibility does exist. Agent Sheena, were these pieces of evidence not in the room when you examined it?
Unfortunately for you, those aren't suspicious items of any sort. They belong to me, they were getting in the way, so I stored them in that room.
Oh.
Thank you for bringing them to me. It saves me a trip. May I have them back now?
Nope. These items that the detective brought back are incredibly significant. I request that we be allowed to examine them.
They're personal belongings, so you have no right to touch them without my permission.
I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation. But if you wish to deny us access to them, Agent Lang, let's hear your opinion on this.
I say let him look at your stuff, Sheena.
I would have worded that better.
Lang?
Sheena, let's put it all out in the open.
Ooh. He should work on his phrasing.
If you're really innocent, then you have nothing to worry about, right?
I don't like that logic.
I guess so. Alright, go ahead and examine whatever you like. After all, I have nothing to hide.
Good. Now let us begin. So which of Agent Sheena's belongings are you going to examine, sir? Well, we can pick one? Oh, uh-oh. Makeup, coat, shoes. I feel like we made such a big deal of the coat. It's like throwing me off. It's like, I feel like that's the game pointing me towards the answer, but I also feel like it could be the game throwing me off. I'm going for it. I'm taking the easy bait. Let's examine the coat. Yes, sir. It appears you managed to stain your coat rather badly, Agent Sheena. The Yatagarasu that Kay saw was wearing a coat, and I'm beginning to wonder if this stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace.
No, you have it wrong. That soot probably got on my coat when I was helping the police put out the fire.
What about this dark substance around the hem of your coat?
Oh, I didn't realize that hem was that dirty. I'm sure it's just some water mixed with soot from when I was helping with the fire.
I don't think so. You think you can get away with such a transparent lie? Yeah, don't lie to us, pal. This is the same pattern of dirt that got on my coat when I went through the fireplace.
Your words ring hollow in absence of evidence, you know. So unless you can prove that the dirt on my coat is from the fireplace...
Which I can.
How?
You did a great job, Detective Gumshoe. Huh? Me, sir? What did I do? This coat, this is exactly the piece of evidence I was searching for. I'd been hoping to find the coat in that the person Kay saw was wearing. And thanks to you, we proved that going through the fireplace would sully a coat. I don't quite get what you're saying, but I'm happy for the praise, sir. All that remains is for us to show that the dark substance... What the dark substance on the coat hem is. I'm losing my mind.
Oh, and you think you can do that?
Of course I can. This is the dark substance that sullied the hem of the coat. Wasn't it that... It was the ink.
Take that!
Pebbly's ink.
Oh, she's sweating. Yes. All right, let's get us a DNA match here. Is there a way to do that? Yes. This is what will prove that your coat went through the fireplace. DNA. According to Ambassador Poleno, he burned some files in the fireplace this morning.
You told us about that already, so I don't really see the point in mentioning it again.
My point is that he spilled some ink onto the back wall of the fireplace at that time. Uh-oh. If the dark substance on this coat turns out to be Babbly's ink, it would prove that you and this coat went through the revolving fireplace wall. So I'd have clipped one of your wings, Yatagarasu, but we're not finished yet.
But you have no way of proving whether or not this is Babbly's ink on the coat hem.
Oh, but I do, and I intend to show that it is ink in a few seconds.
How?
How, you ask? Well, since you don't seem to know, allow me to show you. This is how I will prove that the dark substance on the coat is Babbly's ink. Oh my god, we're gonna burn her coat! Imagine a world where she's innocent and we're like, yeah, we're just gonna set your coat on fire to prove that you're innocent or whatever. Yeah, burn the coat. This should go over real well. We can find out whether that is Babbly's ink or not by lighting it on fire.
That's how you're gonna prove that it's Babbly's ink?
Yes, if you could please cut a section of the dark stained area for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. Because I will show you here and now what the dark substance is.
Sheena, sorry to do this, but I'm gonna have to cut off a bit of your coat.
Go ahead, I wasn't planning to wear it anymore anyway.
Ooh, she's playing this really well. Now then, if someone could loan me a lighter or something... Oh, I got some matches. I always carry them with me so I can light smoke bombs. Oh, that's gonna come back to bite us later. Then if I could please have 1K, we can get this experiment underway.
The flame.
It's the same color as the flames wit crystal oil produces, which means
Babbly's ink is a product of wit crystal oil. And when lit, the ink produces a green flame. I believe the time has come to clip the Yatagarasu's other wing. Nope, she's got us.
Miss Sheena, you're the fake Yatagarasu, the one who killed my father.
It's about time you came clean, Agent Sheena, or should I say, Callisto you.
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you?
Do I look like the joking type to you?
Callisto you? I've never heard that name before in my life.
That is actually kind of impossible too.
That manner of speaking and that attitude, you haven't changed a bit in 7 years.
You're the defense attorney that killed Mr. Faraday and tried to frame me for it.
Oh, really? And you have proof? You insist that I'm this Callisto you woman, but you can't prove it. If you have no proof, then I'm afraid you won't be able to lay a single finger on me.
The raven is a very unique bird, one that flies by the darkness of night. However, the light of dawn has arrived and it will reveal your true ugly form to the world. I mean...
Enough poetry, I want to see some evidence. Do you really have something that can prove that she's Callisto you?
I do. It's something that the second Yatagarasu has preserved for us these last 7 years.
Do me the honor, Mr. Edgeworth.
I will, okay, for we have finally come to the end. We'll prove her to be Callisto you with this and clip the Yatagarasu's wings for good. Yep.
Take that!
This perfume, this will prove that you to be Callisto you.
It will.
Kay has preserved it perfectly for us. Surely you remember this bottle. This belonged to Miss Yu just before she disappeared 7 years ago. Naturally, this means that a few of her fingerprints are on here as well.
This is the bottle of perfume you spilled, which I have preserved ever since. I heard from my father, Bern Faraday, that if stored under the right conditions, a fingerprint can be preserved for decades, which means that your fingerprints are still on here, every last one.
We can clear everything up if you were to compare the prints on this to your own. Now come, Agent Sheena, will you submit yourself to a fingerprint test? Wow! What is that? He's a vampire now. Got her?
Looks like you've seen right through me yet again. You're sending the biggest chill down my spine, Edgeworth.
Callisto, you?
So, you've shown your true colors at last. This feeling of thrill, it's even greater than that time 7 years ago.
Sheena, you're...
Lang, I really enjoyed our days together. You're an insanely strong, nice, kind-hearted idiot of a man.
So you were a spy all along? A mole sent by the smuggling ring I've been chasing after.
Oh, we still have like that whole thing. I don't know if this is the end. All right. I'm gonna call it an episode here. Hopefully the next one's not too short. If it is, we'll stitch them together. But I'm gonna call it here because I think we still have probably a little bit to go. But I can tell we're closing in on the end. I'm very excited to see how this is gonna go. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.